Someone stole my art. Hey friends, welcome to another studio vlog. It is currently Tuesday. I spent all of yesterday just painting and having a good time. Hadn't painted in a while, so that was nice and relaxing. Did a Halloween themed little painting of a ghost, which I think is really cute. Now it's time to get back to work. So this week I'll be focusing on doing a little mini shop update for the Honey Mustard Club. I wouldn't say I'm producing any like new items specifically, but more so making gift sets and listing them, and I'll be done with all that hopefully, so I can make some new art soon for it. If you watched last week's vlog, you'll know that I had some trouble with my printer, and currently I'm waiting on some ink to arrive so I can finish all that off. But we're gonna do as much as we can, as quick as possible. And hopefully we'll have everything done by the end of the week, and next week we can move on to bigger and better things. It's almost 5 p.m. I have sorted all of the sheets that I have printed so far. Didn't think it would take so long, but it's all good now. I'm gonna make some branding. I'm thinking of just having like a little paper band around it, maybe with my shop name or shop logo on it. Something really simple. So it's about 10 p.m. and I finally finished. Didn't think it would take so long to do that, but that's always the case. I feel like things always just end up taking longer than I expect them to. But tomorrow my printer ink should be arriving, so I'll be able to print out the rest of the stationery sets. I'm excited to see how all the bundles will look once they're done. I actually have a few commissions that I've been procrastinating, so have the energy for them. I'll do a bit of work on that. And I'll wish you a good night now. I spent the last hour and a half making a social media post for Instagram and Facebook. I've been trying to use Instagram and Facebook more consistently because I think it's important to have a bit of a social media presence. It's something that I need to get better at doing if I want to have a successful business, but it's so challenging. I just feel like posting takes so much out of me and takes so much time. My printer ink should arrive within 1 or 2 hours so I can continue printing when it does. But for now, I'm just going to do as much as I can. Here are all the sets so far. These 4 are completed. This one, I still need to print another stationery set, and I also need to print more sticker sheets. This one needs the stationery sets, and this one needs the stationery sets. So I think I can photograph all 4 of these today. Thankfully it's a really nice day outside and it's still pretty bright. I like to take my photos outside, so I'll probably be bringing the stuff out onto the table. I have one more set to photograph. It's actually photographed in a different location, so thankfully it's indoors, not on the balcony where it was getting a little bit windy and I was getting a bit worried. But we're going to do that later because the printer ink has arrived, so I want to set up the printing stuff because I know it's going to go all night. Hey friends, happy Thursday and happy Halloween as well. It is currently 2 p.m. It's quite late to be starting my day, but I did not have a restful night last night, and if you saw my Instagram story around this time, you will know why. It is something I want to talk about, but before we do that, let me just recap how last night went. Unfortunately, I couldn't finish photographing the rest of the products, but I was able to finish printing and cutting and putting the stationery sets together. They're all done, and I'm so happy they're all done because now I can continue with the rest of it and move on from this project. Anyway, something nice before I get into the bulk of it. Last night, after I finished all my work, we decided to play Dead by Daylight. One of the players in the game, after the match was over, mentioned how they were checking out my art on Twitter and they liked one of my pieces, and that makes me so happy. I link my art business and my social links on my Steam account. I just try and put my social links wherever I can. But now let's talk about the big thing that happened last night, and it may be the reason why you clicked on this video in the first place. So last night I found out that someone stole my art and has been selling it at events in another country. Just as I was about to go to sleep last night, I was literally putting my phone on my bedside table when I got an Instagram DM request. And it's one of those DMs that I don't think any artist wants to see. The message said something like, "Hey, I'm so sorry, I think this person stole your art and they're selling it as their own." And then they sent me a Facebook page link. When I got this message, I didn't really know how to react. I was a little bit hesitant because I didn't think that my art had enough exposure for the chances of it to be taken by someone. Anyway, I tried to click on the Facebook link, and unfortunately by that time, the owner of that page had taken down the page or privated it. And I tried Googling the name, nothing came up. All the social links had been privated or taken down. A few minutes later, I got another Instagram DM, and it was along the lines of the same thing. It was like, "Hey, I bought these stickers recently and the art on them, it looks really similar to yours. Did you give this person permission to sell this stuff?" Thankfully, these two people sent me screenshots of this person's Facebook page and also of their posts. Upon more Googling, I did find photos of this person's business selling at events, and I could clearly see that it was my art, but it had been manipulated. They had changed like the colors, or it looked like there was a filter over it, and they had added a little frame around the border to make it look like a tarot card. I do also want to preface this by saying that the art that they stole was fan art. And if you're not in the art or artist community, you might not know this, but fan art is a bit of a grey area, a little bit controversial, so it adds another layer of complication to this whole thing. That's not really what I want to talk about today. I could see that they had been selling at multiple events. I could see the designs on tote bags, on mugs, on keychains, and on stickers, along with other designs that I wouldn't be surprised if they were also stolen from different artists. It was also very clear that this person had a bigger following than I do, which I think made me feel pretty discouraged. I could see that this business had been active from at least mid last year, but I had no idea when he had started stealing other people's art and claiming them as his own. I felt pretty sad. I felt more sad than angry. It's not that uncommon for me to come across a post about another artist's work being stolen. I knew at some point that this would happen to me, especially if I pursue a career in art or a small business, but I just didn't expect it to happen so soon. But yeah, I just mostly felt sad. I just didn't feel like there was really anything I could do about it. I felt like the only things that I could really do, because this person was in a different country and I don't know the laws of that country or how things are run there. I don't know how the events that he went to were coordinated or run, what their policies were. All I could really do was just post awareness on my own socials, and I also posted about it in the Australian con artist Discord, just in case anyone else's art in there had been stolen by the same person. I'm very thankful for the two people that initially messaged me, because from what I understand, they were able to report this person and had his page taken down. And I'm so grateful for that, because I honestly did not know what I could have done. There was no way for me to contact this person, let alone report any of his listings if he was selling online as well. I literally felt like there was nothing I could do about it. And so if those two people are watching, I just want to say a big thank you. Thank you for supporting small businesses and small artists like myself, and thank you for your encouraging words and support. It means so much to me, as well as all the people that have messaged me throughout the day as well. Thank you for your words of support and encouragement. I really appreciate it, and it is just a nice reminder as to why I did decide to join the art community over on Instagram. Just there's a lot of encouragement and support there. Although I have really lovely and really compassionate and really kind friends, I'm not sure that they would really be able to relate with what I'm going through right now as much as other artists can. I am planning later today to contact the organizers of these events just so that they're aware if they're not already. I just really hope that this person is now discouraged from stealing other people's art. I think in this day and age it is very, very, very easy for people to steal art, and it is pretty much impossible to protect your art if you're trying to make a business off of it or sell it. So these kind of challenges are expected. I want to look on the bright side and be a little bit optimistic, you know. Like, at least I know now that there's a market for that kind of art that I make and people are willing to buy it. Anyway, before the day's over, let's get into some work. Too many strawberries now. Yippee! Hey friends, it's actually Monday again. I was really hoping to finish this vlog by Sunday. Past few days have just been so busy. Unfortunately, I didn't get time to work on the shop update. We had some Halloween shenanigans on Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday was just a full day of cleaning. Thankfully, as you just saw, I was able to take the rest of the product photos. I also do have an update about the whole stolen art situation that I would like to talk about that happened over the weekend. Late Thursday night, I received an Instagram DM which I only saw on Friday morning just because of the different time zones. I think it was sent at around 2 a.m. in my time. A message from someone claiming to be this seller. Had the same username and the logo. Unfortunately, I couldn't really verify if it was them or not just because the account didn't have anything on it. It had 7 followers, so I'm not sure if it was an alternate account that they were using. But the message was very apologetic, apologizing for what they had done, and also mentioned that they would be retiring from events in future and not selling anymore. I felt kind of sad reading it. I haven't replied to them because I don't really know what to say at this point. It's just been a lot. I also did check my Facebook message requests this morning because I found out that they tried to contact me through there too, and it was a similar message. Anyway, on Friday, I think it was around 11 a.m, Caroline, who is one of the mods of the Aussie con artist community, actually reached out to me because she did a bit of investigating herself and was able to find more proof of evidence. And yeah, I'm very grateful. Thank you, Caroline, for helping out. And she also personally DM'd one of the event organizers just to let them know about it. So most of my Friday, I was just on Facebook, scouring Facebook, trying to find more evidence, collect photos, and just trying to figure out like a timeline. And like I said, when I had Googled this seller's name, I couldn't really find anything, but there were a few Facebook posts that popped up from different event organizers. What I did was I went through every single photo of all those event organizers. It was very easy to find photos of this person's booth because it had very distinct branding in a very distinct color. Looked at the dates of those photos. I saved them all to a folder and labeled them. I also saved the link of each photo in a text document. I think I did mention a few days ago when I first found out that I felt sad, but going through all these photos and seeing just how far back this seller had been using my images and selling them on products without my permission made me more and more frustrated. So just for some context, I actually published this art on Instagram back in June 2023. And the earliest event that I found where this person was selling this art was in September 2023. Just 3 months after I posted this art, someone had already managed to steal it, to make their own merch and just advertise it and sell it. And make profit off it, and I think that's absolutely crazy. They've been doing this for over a year. So from there I made some photo collages using the photos that I had saved from different events, and I literally put red circles around the art that was taken from me. I also made a collage of the original art that I had posted back in June 2023. I then drafted an email template that introduced who I was, just saying, you know, hi, my name's Deborah, I'm an artist from Australia, this is what I go by, and I just want to notify you that this person has been selling my art on products without my permission. And then I sent them my website and my Instagram with the original art, and then I sent collages of the photos that I made, as well as the text document with the Facebook links of the photos. And I asked the event organizer to take down the photos and also consider prohibiting this person from selling at events in the future. I sent this message to 3 different event organizers, and all of them responded within a day with varying degrees of professionalism. One organizer was super professional. They mentioned that they were already aware of the issue and were already investigating it. They already had looked at my website and my Instagram and Facebook and stuff. And they even mentioned their exhibitor policy and mentioned that they take down the photos, and if the case was proven in my favor, then they would ban this person from selling at future events. And they would also send, I guess, a report or something with their findings back to me within 10 days. They also mentioned that they were sorry this happened to me and they had failed in catching this on their end. Another organizer responded really promptly. They said they were sorry that this had happened and they would take down the photos and also just look into it. And if it turned out to be true, they would also stop letting this person selling at their future events. The third organizer's response was a little bit frustrating. It was very obvious that they were friends with this person and had close ties with them. Very biased towards the seller. They did mention they were sorry it happened and they liked my art, but it seemed like they were trying to justify this person's actions. They sent me a few paragraphs of how kind this person was, how good of a person he was, how much he loved animals, and that selling other artists' work and vending at these events had helped him go through a really tough time in his life. And reading this, I was just a little bit flustered. They agreed to take down the photos as I requested, but they were very reluctant to do so. They mentioned that they were sad to be taking down his photos because his booth was so nice and everything. It also doesn't seem like they're gonna ban him from selling at their events in the future. They spoke to him to get his side of the story, and from what I understand, they told him to take a break from everything and encouraged him to rebrand and sell his original artwork if he decides to go back into selling, because they believe he has potential as an artist, which I can't speak for because I haven't seen any of his art. Anyway, all in all, a little bit frustrating. I did respond to that one by saying that I wasn't making any allegations about his personality or his character because I didn't know him personally, but the issue was that he had taken the art that I had made and sold it on products without my permission, and that yes, I'm sorry that he was going through a hard time, but I don't think that really justifies his actions. So yeah, unfortunately there's not much I can do about that. I did thank them for agreeing to at least take down the photos, but you know, I can't make them stop him from selling, and obviously they're friends with him, so it is what it is. Yeah, that is the update. It is quite lengthy, I'm so sorry. There's just a lot to talk about and just a lot of feelings going around right now. This vlog is not what I anticipated it to be, but it is what it is. I think I'm just gonna end the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. This was a very drama-filled video, which I wasn't expecting. Hopefully next video will be a little more cheery and positive and fun. I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye! You're scary. Hello! Hello! Oh. I'm preparing beans. Hello! This is so good! It's so good! Guys, it's so bloody good. Hello.
No, they won't. Sometimes I nick stuff for his first date kit.
Oh yeah.
Sesame Daddy.
Oh god. Oh, the little baby.
No, baby.
No. No, he's not a muggle after all. Wow. I'm scared.
He's coming. He's coming.
Oh, my video.
The movie.
How's your potions?
That was really good.